welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a very happy 2026 so far. This is one of the first videos of the year, and I'm sure many channels have been putting out similar videos of this nature, because this is going to be a video regarding my reading plans for 2026 and where the channel is going for the year coming. So as many that follow the channel might already know, certainly friends of mine, that in 2025 I had a change to my work-life balance, my home life and my work life, that meant I had to reduce the number of books or number of pages per day that I can read. My time is being squeezed somewhat, and that has meant that I've had to reduce my TBR and focus more on kind of quality over quantity, or really what I have to read or really desire to read for 2026, rather than what I'd just like to get around to, less of a mood reader for 2026, more of a TBR reader for 2026. The TBRs are going to be reduced, and I'm probably going to put out less TBR videos, maybe quarterly, maybe 5 or 6 for the year, with just a few 3 or 4 books at a time. Just so you have an idea what's coming up on the channel, and I can hold myself to account for the year. But yeah, this isn't going to be, I'm not going to read 60 books this year. I'm probably going to read more like 20 books this year. So it should be a little bit easier, a little bit more focused on the channel. Videos coming out every 3 to 4 weeks, most likely. And to keep those things focused, I'm going to be really focusing on 2 main things. There won't be a kind of a Malazan style crunch like there was last year, so the reading will be a little bit more diversified, but I'm going to focus on 2 things. The first of those is my 50 books to read before I'm 50, a challenge that I do not want to drop. I want to keep to it because it's got a nice mixture in there of 2 styles of book that I have neglected throughout my life. One of those being classics. I love reading classics, I just haven't read enough of them. And the second one being science fiction. What I've read of sci-fi I enjoyed, but for some reason I always read more fantasy than sci-fi. So those 2 things still heavily dominate that part of my reading, my 50 books before to read before I'm 50. So I'm not even halfway there yet. So there's a little bit more to be done there. And those books will intersperse with my series reading, and that is the second focus for me for 2026, is trying to keep as many of the series I am reading going as possible. Kind of some of the big hitters will remain at the top of that list. Things like Robert Jordan's The Wheel of Time, the Witcher series, obviously Realm of the Eldlings, a really, really big one. Not quite, or I'm about halfway through that. First Law, Blood and Bone, and if I can keep all of those going, I might try to keep Storm Archive going, Red Rising, things like that. So quite a few series I'm still in the middle of. Yes, Malazan, Book of the Fallen, is to one side now. Whether or not I will go to read more books in that universe, I'm not sure at this point. I kind of have too many series I'm in the middle of to make a definitive decision about that at the moment, but certainly enjoyed that series. Yeah, so more like quarterly TBRs, more series videos, still a 40 to 50% fantasy mix in there, so still quite a lot of fantasy on the channel. Yeah, really focusing on my 50 books to read before I'm 50. So there'll be a couple of classics in there, a couple of sci-fi books in there, just to add a bit of variety, so it's not fantasy all the time. But it won't be a massive, 60 book reading year for me. And that is massive for me because if you're new to the channel, I'm a very slow reader. I read at just under half the reading speed of most people. And I have now got quite a busy life to live. So I'll do my best, and I'll try to bring you guys a video every 3 or 4 weeks. If you want to stick around and watch the channel, thank you very much. If not, totally understand. I'll catch you in a year or two's time when things are back to normal. Cheers.